Welcome you all again to my web programming video series, and this is the video 21 of my video series here. So I'll show you the question here, this button for the question 21, and this is the question. You can see it. Create sign-in page below. In this case, you can use HTML, CSS and Bootstrap. So creating for this design, I can use HTML, CSS and Bootstrap. So then in the second sub question of this question 21, it says that using the database we used in the previous question. Previous question means the previous video that I have created, 20th video of my practical video series. And in that video that I have used this database, I show you it in this video also. And for the previous video, this is the data row that I have included when I show the registration process in my previous video, and the registration process is also related to this sign-in page, the sign-in process, and I have to use this users table also for this processing of this sign-in page. So let's use this, and this is the mechanism that I have used here, Ajax method, as the mechanism to log into the website. And you should validate all fields of the interface. If we click the sign in button without entering an email address, then should show a pop-up with an input fields and set email button. So here the specialty is that if the validations are done with the pop-up, that means when someone click this sign in button, when a user click this sign in button without entering email or the password for the email, unique pop-up comes as an alert. And if the password is not set by the user, then he clicks sign in button, then the password, the pop-up for a password comes as an alert. And for then it says that here, if pop-up we should able to set value to the password field though. So using those two pop-up fields, should be able to set the email and the password to these two input fields. So if successfully sign in and then redirect to the home page, in home page should show the user's first name. Then here I show you the answer by clicking this view answer button, and this is the sign in page, and I'll show you the validations here. And here when I click this sign in button without entering email and password, the pop-up comes as enter your email. So if I enter the email here as samu@gmail.com, and here then I am clicking this OK button, the email that I have entered to that pop-up is set to this input field, to the email field. So then I am clicking it again, and the pop-up comes as an alert that enter your password. So I have to enter my password here. I am entering as Samu. So here when I click OK, then that password is set to this password field also. So then I click this sign in button. It says that invalid credentials, that means these two records are not in our database table users. So it reloads again to enter the correct details of the user, and I show you this is the users table, and this is the row samu@gmail.com, and this is the password as Samudra, but I have entered here samu@gmail and Samu as the password. So here I am entering the valid credentials here by using the pop-up email samu@gmail.com, and here for the password I am entering Samudra, my name. So then it says, and when I am clicking this sign in button here, so it says that now you can access the home page. That means these two are the valid credentials for this login site. So here it displays in the home21.php file that the logged user's first name and the last name and the email of the logged user. That means here I have used the sessions here. You can see this is the extension for the Chrome, edit this cookie, and by clicking this edit this cookie, extension, you can see this PHP sysid is created, and I have gained these two values through the session. And if we delete this cookie and it says that no cookies here, then I can go back to the page, but without deleting the session, then I can't go to the sign in page again. So this is the way I have created sign in page, and I am going to the code. Here Q21 folder, you can see the index_Q21 PHP file, and here in this file, as usual, I have used the Bootstrap grid system, and this is the image related to the question, and this is the question that I have typed here, and this is the anchor tag for viewing the answer. This is the answer_Q21 file, and in this file I have designed the login page for the sign in page, and this is the sign, and these are the input fields, and this is the custom CSS file that I have used. And you can see also the on click function here for the sign in button, and this is sign in button, and this function calls when the sign in button comes. And here the values had been gained, and the Ajax object has been created by me, and I have sent that Ajax object to the server side by using this post method. And here to the process21.php file that I have created is for the server side. And here, because of usage of this post method, I have set the request header as content type application xform URL coded. So this is the way that I have sent the parameter, that means the variables, to the server side. And this process21.php file is the server side. This is how I have created the validations here. If the email and the password fields are empty, it echoes as 1, 2, and in the else condition, the database connection and the search query is executed here and gain the number of rows. Number of rows is 1. Then I have put this fetch as of data row to the session users, and I have echoed 3, and if no any row is gained as the result set by executing this search query, it echoes as invalid credentials. So then again go into this sign in function, and here the response text is gained to this variable as text, and I have checked whether the text is equal to 1 or 2 or 3. 1, it says that email field is empty. So this email function calls, and this is the email function, and by this email function you can see the pop-up. And this is the way that I have gained the prompt. Pop-up means prompt. For the JavaScript we says not the pop-up, and we says it as prompt, and this is the way that I have gained the prompt for the email. And if the text is 2, it says that the password field is empty, then if the password function calls, and this is the way that I have gained the prompt for the password field. And if the text is 3, that means the user have logged here in the regular manner, and it says that go to home, and this function called the home21.php file that I have showed you before. And in the else condition, that means the invalid credentials, so I have alerted the text and window.location set to again go to the login page. So this is the way I have created the page, and I show you the custom CSS file. This is the custom CSS that I have used here. So these CSS are same as in my previous 20th video, because all these 3 videos, that question 20, question 21 and 22 are, all these 3 are related to day 4, and these 3 videos, video 20, video 21 and video 22, that I'm going to give you in my next video are all together related. So before I request you all to watch my previous video before watching this video also, and this is how I answered to the question 21, and let's meet with the next video for the question 22, and have a nice day.